Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News and welcome to another watch along. This time we're watching Barcelona, or I should say Celta Vigo versus Barcelona. I know we're starting a few seconds late. I just left the gym, ran home. My workout took a little bit longer, but I'm here. The match has begun. Let me get my timer all started because it's already first minute. My goodness. But we're here. The match is on. We do have the lineup. Of Barcelona. This is what Hansi Flick has chosen for today's lineup. We have Wojciech Szczesny in goal, Alejandro Balde as a right back, Eric Garcia starting today. Sorry, Balde as in left back. Eric Garcia starting in the right back in the place of Jules Koundé, and Araujo taking the place of Eric Garcia next to Pau Cubarsí. Then we have in our midfield, of course, Casado and Frankie in a double pivot since Pedri is injured. Our attacking midfielder, Fermin Lopez, 4 goals and 4 assists in 4 matches, by the way. Amazing streak that Fermin Lopez is currently having. Our front three, of course, Lamine Yamal, Marcus Rashford, and Lewandowski back in the center forward position. Really excited to see Lewy back in that position. Now, we're currently minute 2. Of course, Celta 0, Barca 0. Wait, I'm seeing Dani Olmo. Did something change? Because I did watch the lineup before we started, and it said Fermin Lopez. Why is Dani Olmo on the field? Am I missing something? Guess we'll figure it out in a little bit. But today is going to be a tough match. Because Celta Vigo is always a tough opponent for Barcelona, especially in their own stadium, Balaidos. Also, Celta Vigo, they're in really good form right now. They have won their last 4 matches. So we have a tough opponent in their own home stadium that's currently in good form. They're not going to make it easy for us. And we have to win this because today Real Madrid dropped points. Madrid drew against Rayo Vallecano. And as a result, this is our chance to reduce that lead from 5 points to 3. Now, we do have a free kick. Marcus Rashford hits the wall. It bounces to Frankie. Frankie de Jong to Lamine. Lamine puts in a ball in the area. Lewandowski has a Lewandowski with a kick, but the goalkeeper blocks it. All right, let me figure out what's going on with this lineup because when I looked at it an hour ago on Twitter, Dani Olmo was not on the list. So who is Dani Olmo playing in place of? Oh, he's playing in the place of Casado. Celta Vigo, we have a counter-attack from the left. Szczesny comes out. Nice save by Alejandro Balde. I mean, it was offside, but nonetheless, it was a very dangerous counter-attack as Borjas. Oh, yeah, he was definitely a great offside trap. You know, this offside trap that doesn't work. And Duran gets the shot out over Szczesny. It was going to go in, but Alejandro Balde doing a good job tracking back, clearing the ball right off the line. But, of course, the whole thing didn't matter because the offside trap that never works worked today. At least that's what people tell me. Anyways, so, yeah, it looks like Dani Olmo is playing in the place of Marc Casado. Now, originally when I saw the lineup get announced like about an hour and a half ago, it said it was Casado and Frankie. So I wonder if this was just a last-minute tactical change or if there's something going on with Casado, like he felt some discomfort or injury. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's not discomfort or injury because I can't handle more injuries. Like, I'm done. But, yeah, so we have Dani Olmo and Frankie in a double pivot, which means, of course, Frankie de Jong is going to be playing in a more back row, more defensive role. And, of course, Dani Olmo, who's more offensive, will be kind of helping out with the attack. As we see, Lamine Yamal puts in a long pass, but defense gets to it. All right, let's see what everyone's saying. My man Edward says, hi, Mo. I think a lot of culés have been missing a very important point. Club Brugge, they isolated Barca on the right and then lobbed the ball to a player standing in their own half. Yeah, they definitely, I mean, that's how... wait, was it Club Brugge? I'm trying to remember which goal it was. But yeah, you're right. Edward also says, more importantly, congratulations, Club Brugge. Give them some credit. Brugge are no mugs. No, yeah, Club Brugge did a good job. Yeah, there he is, Marc Casado on the bench. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it is. King says, today I just need the win. Amen, my friend. We need this win. Madrid dropped points. So if we win here, we reduce their lead from 5 to 3 points, which is a good lead. That's only one match. Right, we win the other Clásico and boom, we're tied on points. Or Madrid loses one match and boom, we're ahead of them 3 points. So 3 points is not a lot, but of course, we first need the victory here. As we see, Frankie de Jong gets rid of a defender, passes it to Olmo. Olmo loses the ball. Frankie de Jong recovers the ball. And now Alejandro Balde has it in the middle, opens it up to the left to Marcus Rashford. Rashford dancing around. Rashford finally releases it to Frankie. Nobody making runs. Come on, people. Balde to Olmo. Oh, finally, Eric Garcia makes a run. Olmo puts it to him. And Eric loses the ball, but Fermin Lopez gains it back and then puts in a kick. And the ball goes out from a deflection from Marcos Alonso. By the way, so many former Barcelona players on the Celta Vigo team. We have Elias Moriba, Ferran Jugla, Oscar Mingueza, Marcos Alonso. Who else is on there? I mean, I think half their squad right now are former Barcelona players. All right, let's see. We have a corner kick. Eric Garcia is asking for a handball. It looks like the VAR is checking it because they have stopped play. Barcelona are not going to take the corner kick. And the referee is talking to the VAR through the headset. Araujo trying to talk to him, and our referee's like, bruh, F off. Oh, definitely handball. Definitely a handball. Now, the question is, does that count as a penalty? Because it's definitely a handball. Marcos Alonso has his arm out like this, and the ball hits his hand. So it's definitely a handball. Oh, referee's going to go check it. Referee's gonna go check it. Let's go, ref. Actually, not let's go, ref. If it is penalty, it is penalty. And if not, it's not. I don't care. That's not how. I'm not Real Madrid fan where I'm like, I need a penalty, otherwise we're not gonna win. That's definitely a handball, yo. I'm seeing the replay. That's definitely a handball. That's definitely a penalty. I mean, it is a handball. The question is it a penalty? And I say yes. It's definitely a penalty. Let me see. Yep, he gave the penalty. Oh, Marcos Alonso. I sure don't miss when you used to do that at Barcelona. Now you're doing it at Celta Vigo. I mean, thank you for doing it at Celta Vigo, but boom. And Abhimono says if it was Tchouaméni, I would have lost hope. Yeah, if it was Tchouaméni, no penalty. Nothing is a penalty when it comes to Tchouaméni. I mean, he could literally dive like a goalkeeper and grab the ball, and it'd be like, nah, his hands are in a natural position. He doesn't really affect the play. You know, we all jump like this. It's some bullshit. But here we go. Robert Lewandowski, ladies and gentlemen, is going to take the penalty kick. Come on, Lewy. Come on, Lewy. Come on, Lewy. Come on, Lewy. Goal! Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski opens it up for Barcelona. Scores that penalty kick. As a result from a handball from Marcos Alonso. Lewandowski puts Barcelona ahead. It's Celta Vigo 0, Barcelona 1. And Lewy did not do his hop, or did he? Did I miss it? I want to see it. I want to see it. I was too excited. My God, it's raining like crazy at Vigo. I'm sorry, not at Celta, at Vigo. And it's raining here in New York like crazy. I want to see it. Yep. See what happens when you don't take the little stupid hop? I mean, the goalkeeper still gets to it. But because he didn't take his hop, he put enough power on it that when the goalkeeper touched it, the ball still went through. Now, had he taken the hop, the goalkeeper would have been able to stop it because the ball wouldn't have been as powerful. But because he didn't hop, the ball had a lot more power. So even though the goalkeeper does block it, the ball still goes in because it's too much power for the goalkeeper to stop. So great job, Robert Lewandowski, back in the lineup. Oh, we have Marcus Rashford one-on-one. Marcus Rashford, and misses. But there is Lewy, and he goes down, and so does the ref. Oh my goodness. Marcus Rashford had a beautiful pass placed to him. He was head-to-head with the goalkeeper, misses it. It bounces back to Lewy. And right now we have a Celta Vigo counterattack. A Celta Vigo counterattack. And Celta score. Wow. What a counterattack. Wow. We went from Marcus Rashford missing a great chance where he was head-to-head with the goalkeeper to then Lewy gets the rebound, but he's not able to do anything because he's taken down. And then it turns into a counterattack by Celta Vigo. They score, and now it is Celta 1, Barcelona 1. I can't believe Marcus Rashford missed that chance. He was 1v1 versus the goalkeeper. Bro, right at the goalkeeper. I want to see this counterattack. Oh, Balde ruined the offside trap. Everybody stepped out of our own half to set the trap, but Balde stayed back and he made the Celta player onside. Really dumb mistake by Balde. Here we go, Celta! Ooh. Celta, another attack. Ferran Jugla takes a shot from outside the box, but thankfully it goes over. Wow, as a result from a stupid pass. Wow. Fermin passes it to Araujo, the ball gets stolen. And Jugla gets the ball. Thankfully, his kick goes over the goal. But, man, our lead did not last. What was that, like 2 minutes? Maybe less. And now it's tied again, 1-1. Man, it's like we just cannot hold on to a lead. We cannot hold on to the lead. But anyways, it's still early in the match. Still 13th minute. We have plenty of time to score more goals, hopefully. Sorry, I'm over here drinking my protein shake. I was working out right before the match. I ran from the gym straight home, turned on the live. Oh my God, Szczesny. Szczesny came out, kicked the ball out. Oof. Thankfully, Celta didn't play it quickly, because if they did, we would be in trouble. All right, let's see. Not the Gamer says, crazy how Celta are fielding 4 former Barca players. Yeah. They have Jugla, they have Mingueza, they have Marcos Alonso, and they have Elias Moriba. Man, Barcelona's academy, man. They don't just create talent for Barca. They create talent for all teams around the world because they produce so much talent. You can't keep all of it, right? You're only allowed 26 players on a first team. So we end up being also an exporter. Now, unfortunately, we're not really good at selling, but we do sell a lot of players from the academy, but a lot of times it's for like fractions as opposed to teams like, you know, Benfica and those people that sell talent, but they sell it for crazy amounts. Not the Gamer says, who scored for Celta and Barca? Barca was Robert Lewandowski from the penalty spot after Marcos Alonso created the penalty. And then Celta, I didn't even pay attention who scored for Celta. I mean, I don't really care because that goal pissed me off. But anyways, it's 1-1. It's back to square one. It's not like we're losing. It's kind of like the match started all over and it's 0-0, right? But anyways, the Jeff says I'm done. Oh, hold on. Borjas Iglesias had a long pass. He was offside. Szczesny came out the right way and got the ball, but again, it doesn't really count because he was offside. Big time offside. Good job with Ronald Araujo, by the way. He noticed that and he got in line with the rest of his teammates. And the Jeff says, I'm done with the clown Rashford. Yeah, that was an easy opportunity. I can't believe he missed that. I can't believe he missed that. Oh, here we go. Celta Vigo again. This time Elias Moriba puts in a ball in the box. Thankfully, Kouarsi is there to intercept. Now Barcelona gain the ball back. And now we have Fermin Lopez. Gives it to Frankie. Frankie's driving the ball forward. Tries to get a pass, but passes it right at the Celta Vigo defender. As Borjas tries to catch Szczesny out of position. But Szczesny thankfully gets to that ball. My goodness, man. Celta, I'm telling you, bro, these people turn into the MSN. It's like Borjas becomes, you know, Suarez, and apparently Jugla today is Neymar. Iago Aspas is not on the field, but once he gets on the field, he's going to become Messi. I mean, these people, like, against Barca, they just, like... And this has been going on for years, too. It's not just, like, now. Like, even when Messi was in Barca, remember, Celta would just, like, score the last 2 goals in the last minute. And... Alright, let's see. Oh, come on, Olmo. Olmo tried to put a pass to Lewy in the box, but the pass was too long. The Celta goalkeeper gets it. Man.
I don't know how he can think it is good defending at the moment, or it's the right way to go.
All right, Cubarsí intercepts that pass from Celta. Barca now regain control of the ball. I wonder what's going on with Casado. Do anyone know what happened to Casado? Because he was supposed to start, but now he's on the bench and it's Dani Olmo in his place. I hope it's not an injury. Hopefully it's just like something minor, like a discomfort or something, because I can't deal with more injuries. We have Pedri, we have Rafinha, we have Joan Garcia. Even though it looks like Joan Garcia is fit now, but they decided not to include him and just wait until that break. As we see Balde now with the ball, opens it up to Rashford on the left. Man, how I miss Coutinho because this Rashford guy. Rashford to Cubarsí, to Frankie. Frankie to the right side to Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal puts in a cross into the box. It bounces to Rashford. Rashford to Balde. But there was miscommunication between the two. The ball goes out, but either way, it was an offside, so it doesn't really matter.
Eventually, or the assistant referee eventually put his flag up.
Let's see. Uzi says ESPN did say he may be injured. We don't know. Yeah, because he was supposed to start. Like, I saw the lineup like an hour and a half before the match began when Barcelona released it on their Twitter account, and it said Casado and Frankie in a double pivot. Oh, Iglesias has the ball, but it's cleared by Araujo. Now Elijah Moriba has it in the midfield. And yeah, all of a sudden the match starts and Casado's on the bench and Olmo's in his place. Let's see.
Well, Celta are a club who, back in the 90s, had a few glory years. They reached the old UEFA Cup quarter-finals on 3 occasions.
Borjas had it. Balde gets it back. Now it's Olmo in the midfield. Man, Barcelona's build-up is still really slow. I mean, they get the ball as Celta's attacking, and that's they're in great position to mount a counterattack, but instead they hit the brakes, and then Celta gets back into position, and now we have no options because we hit the brakes, and now Celta are all back in position. And Celta again defending. They're defending with a line of 5. They're also doing a lot of zone marking. And in zone marking, these short sideways passes is just not going to work. It's going to have to be diagonal or forward passes that break the line.
Is the player who's going to be up against him most of the time out on that left-hand side.
Let's see. We have a throw-in. Lamine Yamal throws it into Eric Garcia, who's playing with his Batman mask. Let's see. All right, Dani Olmo to Rashford. Rashford driving the ball on the left, cuts into the middle. Rashford's looking for space to kick, passes it to Lewy, but it's a horrible pass. So Celta clear it, but Barcelona have it again. Frankie de Jong with the ball. De Jong to Lamine. Lamine to Fermin. Fermin to Eric. Must be really uncomfortable to play with that mask. Sweat building up under it. It kind of blocks your vision a little bit. Balde has it on the outside of the box. To Frankie. Nobody's finding any open pass lines. And we just keep passing it from left to right, right to left as Lamine Yamal takes a run. Lamine Yamal is inside the box. Oh, and Lamine Yamal goes down.
Eventually,
And Celta Vigo win the ball as Fermin is trying to press their build-up. Pass out to the midfield. Barcelona win that pass.
Just lost his balance slightly. First time we've really seen him try and go past his man.
Let's see. Olmo to Kouarsi. Kouarsi to Balde. So the left side is completely empty. There's nobody playing there. Like Rashford keeps cutting into the middle. Balde is running also through the middle. And it's like no one's attacking from the left flank. All right, here we go. Lamine Yamal is in the box. Lamine Yamal, Lamine, but gets the ball taken away from him as he was triple marked. Eddie Garcia presses the build-up, and the ball ends up going out. And it's going to be a goal kick for Celta Vigo. They're showing a penalty. Yeah, clear penalty. Marcus Rashford is like... And he even moves his arm. Like, his arm is down here, and then he just, like, moves it up. And then blocks the... blocks the trajectory of the ball as Ronald Araujo gets the ball. But loses it quickly, and now it's a throw-in for Celta.
Back to front, trying to hit Iglesias. Bizarrely, the player that's marking Iglesias.
Let's see.
De Jong, who's going back between his two centre-halves.
Uzi says, lately, every time I watch Barca play, I feel like they missed that Gabi morale. And Mariano with the donation. Thank you, my friend, for your donation. It says, defend X, trying to catch teams offside. Check. I mean, that's how they defend, right? By catching other teams offside. So far, it's 1-1, right? It worked once, and then the second time it didn't work because Balde was not in position. So the two are the same, right? They're defending with the offside trap, because when you play with the high line, which is what a lot of teams do, this is not exclusive to Flick, you're exposing yourself, right? Because your defense line is so high up. So you can either just defend and hope for the best, or you can try to mitigate that by trying to set an offside trap. You don't have to, right? Like Pep's team played with a high line. Luis Enrique's played with a high line. They didn't set offside traps, so they would have to defend more in what's called, oh my God, I'm blanking on the name. It's where your line is stacked, kind of like a step. So one guy goes out. If he gets dribbled, there's another one that comes. Right, so if you're playing with a high line, you're exposing your backline, period. So it's just a matter of what you want to do to mitigate that exposure. Try to set an offside trap, or maybe have center backs that are really fast that can run, track back, and catch the attackers. Oh, Lamine Yamal wins the ball in the box, gives it to Lewy. Lewy in the box, Lewy to Fermin. Fermin loses the ball. Marcus Rashford hits the post. Lewandowski kicks the ball, and then the goalkeeper gets it. Barcelona still have it. Lamine Yamal has the ball. He's fighting for the ball. Wins the ball. Lamine still has the ball, but he gets a really weak kick out. Wow. Marcus Rashford hits the post, and the ball travels right on the line, but doesn't cross the line, so it's not a goal. Lamine Yamal wins that ball. Here we go. A replay gives it to Lewy. Lewy to Fermin. Lewy loses the ball, but Rashford gets the rebound, kicks it, hits the post, bounces again. Lewy takes another. Whoa. Lewy takes a shot, but it gets blocked by the goalkeeper. Man.
That's what he was going to do.
Missed chance. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Celta Vigo now.
Barcelona supporting you. Ride the roller coaster of emotions. Again and again and again.
Celta Vigo now trying to build the attack.
Celta have defended well, but free themselves now and show that they can play.
Man, I'm seeing a better Celta than I'm seeing Barca. Barcelona right now are very chaotic. There's no organization. They're all just running all over the place. While Celta are being a lot more organized in their defending and their attacking. As Celta now have won a free kick. Let's see. Celta Vigo incoming. Long pass to the right to Oscar Mingueza, but Alejandro Valde intercepts that as Marcus Rashford wins the ball. Gives it to Valde. Valde to Olmo. Valde gets taken down without the ball. And now Fermin has it on the right. Opens it to Lamine Yamal. Lamine to Olmo. Olmo to Frankie. And now they took too long. So now Celta are back in position. As Valde puts in a cross into the box, but of course it's cleared away because they took too long, and now all of Celta are back in position defending. Now Lamine Yamal wins the ball. Lamine puts it to Fermin Lopez. Beautiful diagonal pass, but Marcos Alonso takes the ball away. Oh, Lamine wins it again. Gives it to Fermin. Fermin puts in a cross into the box, but it was a bad pass, so now Celta have it. Lamine Yamal has won 3 balls in a row, man. Lamine is pressing. Lamine is pressing, as we see now Celta Vigo on the counter-attack.
Waiting for the cavalry to arrive.
It was Ferran Jugla, but there was nobody with him, so he had to slow down, turn around, and make a back pass because no one was with him. As we see Celta Vigo now from the left, putting a cross to the box, but Ronald Araujo's there for the clearance, and now we have a throw-in for Celta. Lamine Yamal has won 3 or 4 balls in Celta Vigo's third. Lamine is on it, man. Lamine is on it. We say that he doesn't press. Well, today he's pressing. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to take advantage of any of the balls he has won. And he's won all of them on the edge of the box, like very critical areas. We should be able to capitalize on that better. I mean, 4 balls, 1 on the edge of the box. At least one of them should be a goal. Should have been a goal. Because when you win the ball in that critical area, you have to take advantage of that. That's not gonna come too often, right? As we see now, Celta Vigo. Oscar Mingueza. Oh, beautiful pass by Oscar Mingueza to Borja Iglesias. But Borja Iglesias, the control was really bad. He loses the ball, and then Wojciech Szczesny gets to it. But really great pass diagonal pass by Mingueza into the box for Borja Iglesias. He might have been offside, but either way, really great pass. And then you have bad control by Borjas, and thankfully Szczesny was there. But Yana says, well, it's not time to expose yourself. We are not playing well enough to be exposing ourselves. Go back to basics, start playing better, then try whatever the F you want to try. This is absolute joke. I mean, you're not wrong, but I mean, what is back to basics, right? Because if that's how Flick plays, that is his basics, right? So switching back to something else would be changing the system altogether. And that means having to teach a system to all the players, and we would be kind of like in the same boat, right? Switching systems is not something that you can do that easily, because first of all, you're assuming the coach knows a different system, which most of them don't. Most coaches have their system and they just either add to it, subtract to it, improve it, but it's still the same system. And even if the coach does know a different system, to implement it, it means starting all over again, right? And that's wasting a whole season again. We're talking about like reteaching the players everything, and then just so then you could scratch it all up and then go back to your system. I mean, it's just not feasible. It's just not feasible. What you could do is figure out why your system is not working and fix it, but you can't just scrap it all together, because that's just suicide. As we see Eric Garcia in the box, Eddie Garcia gets the ball taken away from him, and it's a corner kick for Barcelona. But thank you, my friend, for your donation. Very generous of you. 2 donations today. Thank you so much. But let's get back to the game as we have a corner kick for Barcelona.
He's the main target, you would imagine. Araujo.
Let's see, as we see Lamine Yamal driving the ball. He's in the box. Lamine Yamal back pass to Rashford, who has moved to the right. Great ball from Frankie into the box, but it gets cleared. Dani Olmo to Fermin. Fermin with the shot, but it goes too wide. Great reaction by Fermin. Great pass by Olmo, who puts a great ball to Fermin inside the box. Fermin Lopez takes a first touch shot, but it goes too wide. I mean, too high. But really good play between Olmo and Fermin Lopez, who are not used to playing together. It's usually one or the other, but in this one, they understood each other. But unfortunately, it went out. The ball went too high. And Costa says changing the system is like in the UFC, you make a wrestler stand up and strike with a kickboxer. Exactly. You can't just change it. You can tweak it. You can improve upon it. But you can't just change it, scrap it, because that's what the coach knows. That's what he's been teaching the players for the last year and a half. And then to scratch all of it, I mean, we're talking about reteaching these players everything. And remember, when you teach players your system, it takes a very long time for them to get it to the point where it's just muscle memory and where it's just chemistry and you just understand where everyone is without having to look or without even have to communicate, right? That takes a very long time, and to scrap all of that is just not feasible. That's why usually when you want to change a system, you change coaches. As we see an offside, Celta Vigo caught in an offside. And we see Iago Aspas on the bench. God, I am not looking forward for this guy coming onto the field, because whenever Iago Aspas comes onto the field, he becomes like Messi in his prime. Mariano says no one is asking him to change his system, just tweak it and make it better. It's ridiculous the way we're playing. Yeah, I mean, we do need some improvements. The question is, what are they, right? Like, what can we do to improve this? And that's always much easier said than done. But hopefully we'll see the team improve. Statistically speaking, Barcelona's best months are January through April. That has been every year for the past, I think, 10 or 15 years. Barcelona always do better in the months of Actually, it starts more in February, but January through April, that's usually when Barcelona do the best. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is, but that's been the case for Barca for the last 10 or 15 years, regardless of coaches, regardless of players. Also, last season we had the same exact dip in form right around this time, right? We finished October. I think it was like mid-October when Barcelona went through that really bad dip in form that lasted all of November and December, and kind of ended in that last match before the winter break, right? When we played really well against Atletico de Madrid, but we still lost, but we played really well. And then January, we started on fire, beating Real Madrid in the Spanish Super Cup. And then from there, it was just like back to, you know, we won the Copa del Rey, we won La Liga, we went to the semifinal of the Champions League. So statistically speaking, Barcelona always have a big dip in form right around these months. I don't know why, but let's hope that this year kind of lines up with the same, where we can at least improve our form after the winter break, because yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
As always, Fermin Lopez looking lively in midfield.
Let's see. We have Lamine Yamal has been very active with his press. I just want to see a little bit more dribbling for him. That's one thing that has not been working for him this match. As we see Dani Olmo get a ball outside the box, passes back to Cubarsí. Cubarsí to Frankie. Frankie to Araujo. Araujo to Cubarsí as he was getting pressured by Borja Iglesias. Now Alejandro Balde is driving the ball. Balde to Olmo. Good move by Olmo, taking the pressure off.
Drill defending from Celta Vigo.
But Celta Vigo are just keeping Barcelona out of the box.
Well, the way the
Let's
team is
see.
set up at the moment, they've always got 2 spare centre-halves. 3 centre-halves just against Lewandowski. This time Alonso has gone in with Fermin Lopez. That's why they're being outnumbered in these areas. And it's
Wait, what's
easy for
today?
Lyon to run the game.
Oh, November 9th. All right. As we see a counter-attack, but Eddie Garcia was paying attention to that. Chases down
It's been the sensation of the season, Eric Garcia.
the Celta Vigo attacker and gets the ball back. I mean, here's an instance, right, where they didn't try to catch Celta in an offside. Instead, Eddie Garcia tracked back. So it's just a matter of how you want to reduce the exposure of playing with a high line. Whether you want to do offside trap or have your defenders chase down attackers or do a staggered defensive line. As we see Barcelona try to mount an attack from the right. Alejandro Balde with the ball. We need more diagonal passes, man. Oh, great ball by Rashford and goal! Beautiful pass by Marcus Rashford, who puts in, right as I was saying, we need more diagonal passes. Rashford hears me, puts in a diagonal pass into the box. Beautiful ball into the box to Robert Lewandowski, who scores also a beautiful goal in between the legs of the Celta Vigo's goalkeeper. It's Celta Vigo 1, Barcelona 2, right on time, right before the halftime. But we're going to need more, of course, because this Celta Vigo, you cannot sleep on it. But great pass for Marcus Rashford. What a ball, man. They're showing the replay right here. He sees Lewy making the run and then puts in a beautiful diagonal pass, and all Lewy has to do is open up his hips, open up his foot, and puts in the ball in between the legs of the goalkeeper, because that's Robert Lewandowski, ladies and gentlemen. You give Lewandowski a good pass in the box and you are guaranteed a goal, because he is a box predator. 37 years old, still got it. And beautiful pass by Rashford. Literally, as I was saying, we need more diagonal passes. Rashi was watching. That's why Rashi hasn't been pressing, by the way, because he was watching my watch-along. He had the cell phone now. He's standing there, and he's like, Mo says diagonal passes. I got you, Mo. Boom, puts in the diagonal pass. So, Rashford, thank you for watching, man. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. If you can come as a guest, that'd be great. I'm kidding, of course. Balde puts in a cross. So Balde try to replicate. Rashford puts in a cross to Lewandowski, but the ball goes a little bit too high. But great pass by Balde. But beautiful ball by Rashford, man. I think Rashford, that's what he needs. We need to talk more shit about Rashford, because when we talk shit about him, all of a sudden he puts out a goal or an assist. It's kind of like I think it was against Elche. I was like, man, Rashford's not doing shit. And then, bam, puts in the 3rd goal. So everybody in the chat section, start talking shit about Rashford so he can score a goal or provide an assist. That seems to work. That seems to work. Let's see. Mike says, box predictor is wild. And Costa says, man, Lewa did an amazing timed run, and this guy is a true legend. No offside ever. You know, you're right. It's so rare to see Lewandowski being caught in an offside. I mean, that's the instinct that he has. One of the best 9s of our generation by far, if not the best 9 of our generation by far, because his instinct for goal, his timeliness to make those runs. I mean, it's very rare to see Lewy getting caught in an offside. Very rare. As opposed to Mbappe, every time he plays against us, he ends up getting caught in like 20 fucking offsides. But you are 100% right, my friend. Zach Urban says that good thing about having a pure number 9. Exactly. Exactly. People say, oh, there's teams that play without a 9. Yeah, sure. You can't play without a 9. But it's so much better when you play with a pure 9, because you guaranteed goals, man. Especially with someone with the class of Lewy. Look where he is. he tracked all the way back down to our own box. He's on the edge of our box, helping with the press. And meanwhile, Ferran Torres the other day couldn't bother to make it all the way to the half of the field. Or Rashford. I mean, we're going to miss Lewy. You know, there's people who like to talk crap. Oh, he's old, he's done, he's finished, blah, blah, blah. But we're going to miss Lewy. When he leaves, we're going to miss Lewy. We're going to feel his absence because Lewy is just pure class. Period. Pure class. Let's see. Not the Gamer says Rashford wouldn't start for San Marino. Ooh, Cubarsí tried to put a good pass for Olmo. Ooh, that's going to be a card. Ah, Cubarsí, my man. Cubarsí tried to put a good pass for Olmo, but it was a bad pass. And then Celta get the ball, and he does a... He put in a tough challenge. Oh, shit, he comes the second yellow. Oh, no. Oof. I thought the ref was going to reach for a second yellow here. Because Cubarsí, after he got the yellow, he started protesting. Damn, that could have been a second yellow. That was a really close one. That was a tough challenge, though. I don't think Cubarsí can... He doesn't make contact, thank God. But it was a reckless challenge. He goes in super fast, dives in super hard. Doesn't make contact, lucky for the Celta Vigo attacker. Oh, shit. Oh, what a goal. Holy shit. What a goal. That defense absolutely asleep. Great pass by Ferran Jugla all the way from the right side to Borja Iglesias, who's surrounded by like 5 Barcelona players and gets a great shot out and scores a goal. The defense absolutely asleep. Asleep, man. They were just watching. Wow, completely asleep. Wow. Great finish by Borja Iglesias, by the way. Frankie de Jong again ruining the offside trap. He's 5 yards in. And then Ferran Jugla puts in the pass to Borja Iglesias. Frankie's watching. This goal is all on Frankie. This goal is 100% on Frankie. And Tech should have gotten that. That ball was right at Tech. But horrible, horrible mistake by Frankie. First of all, he is 5 yards behind all his teammates. So he makes Jugla, he puts Jugla on onside. And then, oh, Dani Olmo has the ball. Dani Olmo takes the shot, but the shot was right at the goalkeeper. But terrible, terrible defending from Frankie de Jong, who first of all was 5 yards behind all his teammates. So puts Ferran Jugla onside. Then Jugla gets the ball on the right side, puts in a cross into the box to Borja Iglesias. And Frankie's just there watching. Never takes a step forward to try to press Jugla, to try to intercept the pass, to at least, I don't know, take some space away from Borjas. He just sits there, puts his arms behind his back, and just watches Borja Iglesias get the ball. And once again, we lose the lead 2 minutes later. It's Celta 2, Barcelona 2, as Barcelona trying to mount another attack. Horrible defending by Frankie. Horrible. And Barcelona says, why the hell FDJ is behind our defense? That's a great question, especially because he's a midfielder. It's like, why are you behind the line? The whole line was in perfect harmony. And that would have been an offside any day of the week. But instead, Frankie's like 5 yards behind him. It's like, dude, what are you even doing behind the center backs? Puts in Ferran Jugla onside and then says, one mistake is not enough. Let me do a second one. And just lets Borja Iglesias, gives him all the time in the world to get the shot out. I mean, Borja Iglesias could have smoked a cigarette, drank a cup of coffee, and then came back to take the shot, and Frankie would have still been standing there watching.
coaches in La Liga
Fideli
last
says
year.
conceding senseless goals, absolutely. And Costa says, man, if we win one trophy this season, it's going to be a big thing. Bum teams like Celta and Club Brugge are destroying us. Well, Celta and Club Brugge are not bum clubs. I'm not defending, obviously. Oh, Marcus Rashford puts in a cross into the box, but it's cleared. I'm not defending, obviously, the horrible form that Barcelona are in right now, but Brugge and Celta are not bum teams. Fazil says Celta players are better than our players. They play better as a team, both defensively and offensively. Yeah, they're definitely a lot more organized. You can see how they all move together as a block, whether they're defending or switching to attack, where Barcelona players are all over the field. They're each fighting their own fight. As we see Lamine lose the ball, but Frankie gains it back. Oh, sorry, it was Olmo that got it back. And now Balde to Rashford on the left. Rashford's making the run. He's in the box, gets in a cross, but it's through that goalkeeper's hand. Good attempt by Marcus Rashford, who's able to drive the ball into the back line inside the box, but his cross goes straight into the hands of the Celta Vigo goalkeeper. Now the gamer says, and to think that Celta signed Jugla from Brugge. Oh yeah, that's right. We gave him to Brugge and then Brugge to Celta. Celta have made good signings this summer. They have a really good team too. They've won the last 4 matches. Elias Moriba has finally found his footing at Celta after bouncing around teams. Oscar Mingueza is doing really well with Celta. And, you know, Ferran Jugla has also been important. And, of course, Borja Iglesias has always been a really good 9 for them. And Iago Aspas, I don't even know what's going to happen once Iago's on the field, because that guy always turns into Messi against us. Sufil says Frankie one moment was 10 meters behind the center back. Yeah, Frankie's just, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I feel like Frankie without Pedri is always lost. It's kind of like, you know how when Piqué was when he first came back to Barca after coming back from Man U, he always needed like Puyol to keep him in check. And then eventually, obviously, Piqué grew into his role and he became the leader of the defense. But it's like Piqué, at the beginning, he would always be lost with Puyol. And I feel like Frankie's like that without Pedri. And it shouldn't be. It should be the opposite, right? It's Frankie who's 26 or 27. It's Frankie who's been playing for years at Barca. Ooh, great pass by Rashford. Lamine Yamal with the shot. Oh. Is that goal? That's goal. Goal! Goal by Lamine Yamal. What a game, man. A festival of goals. 5 goals so far in the first half. Great attack by Barcelona, by the way. Let's see if we can hold on to the lead, since apparently every goal we score, it's like we get scored on 2 seconds later. But Rashford with the great, I don't know if it's count. Does that count as an assist? It is Rashford. It's Balde, gives it to Rashford. Rashford on the left, makes the run to the back line, puts in a pass into the penalty spot, but it gets deflected by Elias Moriba. It lands to Lamine Yamal. And then Lamine Yamal doesn't even hesitate, doesn't try to control the ball, just hits it to the near post, and then the ball is in for Barcelona's 3rd goal. It's Celta 2, Barcelona 3. Great run by Marcus Rashford. And this is the 2nd run in a row, by the way. Rashford is trying more. I like it. I liked it. Again, looks like talking shit about Rashford works. So people, keep saying Rashford sucks in the chat section, please. It works. We were talking about how bad he was. Then he puts in the beautiful assist to Lewy. And now he puts in this. So everybody just say, Rashford, you suck. You're terrible. You're horrible. It seems to work. It seems to work.
A couple of years ago, a 3-3 and a 3-1. The 3-3 you were talking about when
another,
Barcelona winning 3-0.
but good run by Rashford. Rashford needs to try that more. You know, go 1v1 versus a defender, run into the back line inside the box, and just you know, take a cross. He did that twice in a row, and the 2nd time worked great. There you go. Not the gamer says Rashford's more ass than the current Mexican national team. Everybody, put in there. Rashford sucks. Rashford sucks. It's working. It's working. Everybody say how terrible Rashford is. We have, by the way, 6 minutes of stoppage time. We're at the 50th minute, so we got 45 seconds left on the clock before halftime. I think it's important that we go into halftime with a lead, but this lead is not enough. Not enough against the Celta that has scored 2 easy goals on us, and we still have an entire second half. They could easily score more. So this is not enough, but it is a good start to go to the halftime with a lead. And we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more.
And they have taken them magnificently when they've
Oh, watch out. Okay, thank God. Oof. Celta put in a cross, but the cross was horrible, and Szczesny gets to it. Man, Szczesny sucks, bro. I can't wait for Joan Garcia to be back. Joan, please, bro, come back. Oh, Borja Iglesias gets taken down in the box. Referee said it wasn't a penalty kick, but Celta still have the ball. Oscar Mingueza tries to put a cross, but Balde was there to block it. Rashford loses the ball now. There's a fight on the right side. Rashford wins. Rashford to Balde. Balde to Olmo. Ooh, really bad place to pass the ball. Olmo loses it. And now it's a throw-in for Celta. As we see Mingueza puts in a ball to the middle of the field. Ilaix Moriba is there. Watch the left run. Oof, thank God. Man. Borja Iglesias is still asking for his penalty. By the way, it's really funny because this is the ref that is used for the meme, the penalti pal Real Madrid. But he's actually a good ref. It sucks that he's the one who's used for that meme. Yeah, no, that was not a penalty. That was not a penalty. Araujo blocks the ball and then Borjas falls. All right, it's halftime, ladies and gentlemen. It's Celta Vigo 2, Barcelona 3, with 2 goals by Robert Lewandowski, a goal by Lamine Yamal, an assist by Marcus Rashford. I don't know if Lamine Yamal's goal counted as an assist for Rashford, because even though it's Rashford who puts in the cross, Ilaix Moriba does deflect it, and that's how it ends up landing to Lamine Yamal, who, of course, doesn't even hesitate. It takes the shot. Very chaotic first half. Very chaotic first half. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I am happy that we're winning. I am happy that we're up. But it has been a very chaotic first half. The team has been very disorganized, both in attack and defense. Maybe a little bit more organized in attack than defense, but it's been very chaotic. Celta Vigo have been doing a much better job staying organized. They defend as a team, as a block. You can see the lines are clearly defined. They're doing zone marking. You can see all the players moving together as they do the zone mark. They've been doing a really good job winning the ball back from Barca. And then they've been doing a really good job switching from defense to attack. Very organized team as opposed to Barca, where it's just chaos. Everybody's running around like a headless chicken, and it's just like everybody's scrambling. Very, very disorganized, disjointed team right now. Again, I'm happy that we're up, but I'm not liking what I see, because when there's chaos, when there's disorganization, that doesn't work. You can get lucky and you can end up winning, but you run a lot more risk when you're disorganized than, you know, when you actually play well. But right now, Barcelona up. Of course, this lead is not enough. We're going to need a lot more, because so far Celta have scored 2 easy goals against us. They could easily score 2 more in the second half. Also, Iago Aspas is not on the field yet. Once he comes in, we all know how he always ends up causing us a lot of damage. So we're going to need more. We're going to need more. But it was a good first step to go to the locker room with a goal lead. But there's going to have to be some changes. Hansi Flick is going to have to ream these players in the locker room and put some order to this match, because right now it's total chaos. The midfield needs to regain control of the match. That Frankie and Dani Olmo double pivot is not working. You know, Dani Olmo is not a defensive player. He's a very offensive player, and we're seeing it, because right now, Fermin obviously in the attacking mid position, we have 2 attacking profiles in the midfield. So it's literally just Frankie, the only one who can somewhat defend in the midfield, and we saw what he did, right? The second goal by Celta, 100% Frankie's fault. He's caught 5 yards behind the defensive line, puts Ferran Jugla onside. Had he paid attention, Ferran Jugla would have been caught offside by far. But instead, he puts him onside. Then he tracks back to the box. Ferran Jugla puts in a cross to Borja Iglesias, and Frankie's just sitting there watching him. Like, ooh, you're so handsome. You're so sexy. Instead of like trying to like rush him to press him, intercept the pass, or at least just make him uncomfortable. Don't give him all the space and time in the world to get the shot out. So right now, our midfield just consists of Frankie, and Frankie's not even doing that good of a job. So right now, there's going to have to be changes. I don't know what can we do since it looks like Casado is somewhat injured. I don't know if we can bring in Christensen in the place of Olmo. Or I don't know if this is a match for Bernal, because it's a high intensity match. And it's going to be very tough to put in someone like Bernal, who's just came back from injury. But there has to be changes. We have to regain control of that midfield, because right now it's total chaos. And in chaos, that's when chances are created by the opposing team. So, and we need this win. We need this win. We cannot drop points today, because today Real Madrid dropped points against Celta Vigo. So we're going to need this win to cut the lead of Real Madrid from 5 to 3 points. But in order to get this win, Hansi Flick is going to have to do some changes, and we're going to have to organize this team better. We're going to have to regain control of the midfield, because this right now is not working. Good job, by the way, by Lamine Yamal, who's won so many balls on the edge of Celta Vigo's box. Lamine Yamal has been very good in the press. We usually complain that Lamine Yamal doesn't press. Today, he's been on it. Having Lewy on the field is just another thing. Like, I don't care if he's 37. I don't care how old people say he is. I don't care how finished people say he is. Having Lewy on the field just changes things, because 2 goals, sure, one was from penalty, but the second goal was just pure class. I mean, this is a box predator. This is a guy that if you put the ball to him in the box, you have a guaranteed goal. I mean, Rashford started out very lazy, not tracking back, not pressing, but he did have a better second part of the first half. So I guess a better quarter. I don't know. Where obviously he puts that beautiful assist to Lewandowski. And then the third goal is thanks to him. He makes a run to the back line and makes a cross. It is deflected a little bit by Elias Boriba, but it lands to Lamine Yamal. But yeah, that's what we need. We need control in the midfield. We need to organize it better, because otherwise the second half is going to be very long and it's going to be not good. And we need this win. Anyways, let's do some comments. Says basketball game. I expected this type of performance last season because they're young, but it's showing this season. And the Jeff says, I'm sure you remember Mocas when I said we need a structured press. Flick is doing a bad job at the moment. I can't lie. When we are disorganized every time, I can only blame the coach. And Mike says, I don't understand why he barely plays. Bernal, because he's not fit, man. You realize he was out for a whole year, right? And he had a surgery on his knee. You can't just come back like nothing happened and start playing elite football. This is not your neighborhood league where maybe after a year of being out, you can go back to playing. But Bernal, bro, he just went through something very, very, very serious. Samras Tuman says, man, someone or the other is killing the line. Frankie, Balde, or Araujo. Actually, Araujo today has not killed the line. Balde did it in one play, and then Frankie in that goal. But yeah, there's definitely lack of concentration from the players when setting up the offside trap. And that's what's killing us a little bit. Edward says, I think Frankie was having flashbacks on the Forbes goal lob over the top, so he wanted to head start. Maybe. And Magisticra says, in the summer, sell Frankie and Ferran for 100 to 120 mil and get proper CBs and fullbacks as well as quality strikers. I don't know if we can do all that with just those 2 sales. Dorian says, hey Mo, this may sound risky, but do you think Flick should gamble and sub Marc Bernal on as our defensive pivot? That's a tough decision. Obviously, we're not privy to the reports by the doctors and what's going on with the physios, but it could be risky because this is a high intensity match, a lot of back and forth, and that's not the kind of match that you want to put in Bernal in at this stage. Maybe during the second half of the season, he'd be more ready to take on these kind of matches. But we need a solution. That Olmo Frankie in a double pivot is not working. It's not working. Maybe Marc Casado is fit enough to play a second half, but not a full match. I don't know. Maybe we can bring in Christensen and put him in a defensive mid position, or put Christensen in the place of Araujo, move Araujo to the right back, and put Eric in a defensive midfield position. But something's going to have to happen because right now there's no control in the midfield. I mean, and this is why our defense is constantly scrambling, because there's a huge disconnect between our top line and our back line. And in the middle, there's nothing. Our midfield is just gone. So every time they switch from attack to defense, our back line is just caught in total disarray, because if there's no midfield, the midfield acts kind of like a barrier, right? And the midfield either stops the opposing team's attack altogether, or at least delays it to where your backline can get organized and can get into position. But if you don't have a midfield, all of a sudden, the other team mounts a counterattack, and your backline doesn't have enough time to get organized, to get into position, to track back, to do whatever they need to do. So this is what you see. You see total disarray where the players are just scrambling like, shit, because there is no midfield. The midfield has to act as a barrier to either completely cancel out the attack of the opposing team, or at least delay it enough to where your backline can't get into position, right? That's why counterattacks are always so important, because you're catching the other team not in position. But if you have a midfield that can at least delay that, then you can reduce the risk. But right now, our midfield is just non-existent. Non-existent. So we need someone with a more defensive profile to come in during the second half. I don't know if it's going to have to be Christensen or Eric, move up and then put in Araujo in his place and Christensen in the place of Araujo. I don't know. Or maybe if Bernal is healthy enough to play a second half. But something has to happen, because our midfield right now is just non-existent. Let's see. Samaratsu Man says, Lamine sure looks more concentrated. Looks like the El Clasico humbling was necessary for him to get back to game. Hope he keeps and stays grounded. Has nothing to do with his humbling or with his girlfriend breaking up with him or whatever. It has to do with he was injured. He was playing through an injury. That's why he wasn't able to do what he was able to do. And now his injury is better, so now he's performing better. And when his injury gets even better, he'll perform even better. I mean, this is not some crazy, some speculation. I wonder what happened. Dude, he was injured. Like this, you don't have to go that far to conclude what was going. Any player with injury is not going to perform as well as when they're healthy, regardless who they're dating or whether they're talking crap, whether they're not talking crap. But I mean, there's not much more to it. John says, hey, Mo, we clearly don't have a goalkeeper. Oh, yeah, no, Tech is done, man, in this game, because Tech is just shit. His goalkeeper is horrible. Tech is checked out. He's just, not only from the way he's performing, but he said it himself. Like in the lead up to El Clasico, he was like, oh, I hope Joan Garcia's back. I prefer to be on the bench. Then his brother comes out the other day saying, yeah, Tech prefers to be a spectator than a player. He's just checked out. He's retired. And you can't have a goalkeeper who's checked out. Goalkeeping is a very, very important position. And it's a position that's tough because you have to be mentally equipped to do it. Goalkeepers are a different kind of animal than the rest of the players, because it's just them. While the other players have each other and they play together, the goalkeeper is a loner position. And for that, you have to have a very strong mentality. And for that, you cannot be in that I'm retired mode, right? This is why, for example, individual sports are so tough, like tennis or boxing or whatever it may be, because it's just you. So you have to be very mentally strong to be in that position. You know, they say the difference between the number 1 rated tennis player and the number 20th as far as skill and talent, it's none. It's non-existent. Like, they're all on the same level. But what separates the first position from the 20th is just all in the head. That's why tennis players hire some of the best sports psychologists so they can be in that mental state where you can compete. And goalkeepers like that, you have to have a very strong mental. You have to be in a very good mental state or a very strong mental. I'm blanking on the word, and if you're just thinking about retirement, then you're not in the mental space that you need to be. But anyways, I'm gonna do something very unheard from before. But as we wait for the match to resume, I'm gonna run to the restroom because I really, really need to pee. I'm gonna leave you here with the with the sound from the match, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Don't leave anywhere. If anyone asks in the comment section that just joined, just let them know I'm not gone anywhere. I'm just gonna pee. I'll be right back.
Welcome back to the crazy house, the Estadio Balaidos. 5 goals in the first half. 2 teams going punch for punch. Entertaining. I know that Craig and yourself, Stuart, have to be professional, and you analyse the defending of Barcelona, but as Craig said in the studio, it is such fun to watch.
Well, it's great fun to watch. It's, as I said, been end-to-end. There's been some excellent goals. Celta Vigo know how they can break Barcelona down. I mean, it's no surprise. You're just playing behind them, or you play square 1-2s, or you hit diagonal passes. But Barcelona, as they've done for the last 15 months under Hansi Flick, they create opportunities, they score goals, they play some outstanding football. So it has been very entertaining and a great watch here. What a finish that was.
That was probably the pick of the 5 goals, wasn't it, from Borja Iglesias?
This one was a goalkeeper's mistake as well. It's a good, decent strike. It's a nice height for him. He should save it at the near post. Not very good from Radu.
Amazing, isn't it? Lamine Yamal, 18 years of age. He's now scored against 14 of the 18 teams that he's played against.
So, Mingueza.
All right, I'm back. There we go. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the live stream, I was at the gym right before this match began. I actually ran from the gym home. Didn't even shower, nothing. I literally threw my keys, took my shoes off, and ran into my computer. So this is why I need to pee, because obviously in the gym I'm drinking a lot of water. But anyways, the players are back on the field for the second half. Mingueza has been subbed out. Let's see, we're gonna go to the second half as soon as the referee blows the whistle. And here we go. We have kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. The second half has begun. It's Celta Vigo 2, Barcelona 3. No substitutions for Barcelona so far. We'll see whether substitutions come later. But as we see right now, Lewandowski is fighting for the ball, but he loses the fight. But Barcelona doing a good job trying to block the buildup of Celta. And it looks like the ball did go out, so it's going to be a throw-in for Barcelona. Let's see. Costa says, hey, Mo, favorite tennis player, and who's the GOAT for you? I don't really follow tennis for me to have an opinion on this. You know, I don't want to just pull a name out of my butt and be like, yeah, this guy or that. Kind of like a lot of people ask me sometimes, oh, Michael Jordan or what's his name, LeBron, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't watch basketball. Like, I'm not just gonna join a debate just for the sake of joining it, right? And just start talking about my ass. No, Jordan this, no, LeBron that. And it's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't follow the sport enough to where I could give an opinion, and you know, I'm not gonna act like I know what I'm talking about, because I would not know what I'm talking about. But I don't know. But if you watch tennis, let me know who your favorite tennis player is, and who is the GOAT for you. I need to get into tennis more. It's a really cool sport. Like, I've watched matches here and there, and I think it's such a cool sport. It's such a tough sport, too, because, man, they just run so much. I mean, the court looks small, but it's not. You're just running so much back, side to side, forward, backward. I tried playing tennis once. I wasn't too successful at it. I kept hitting the ball really high up, like if I was batting. But I should get into tennis. It's a cool sport. Oh, never mind. I thought it was a good pass, but it was a terrible pass. Anthony says Tech needs to help us a little more, and Rashford needs to keep his cool and knowledge on goal. Yeah, Tech needs to go back to the bench, and we need Juan Garcia back ASAP. I mean, Juan should be back for after the FIFA international break. So for the next match against Athletic Club Bilbao, hopefully we'll see Juan back in goal. Let's see.
He saw the run and just dropped that little bit deeper. Everybody else was trying to squeeze up. Stop the midfield player getting onto it.
Top of the Hat says MJ the GOAT, 6 final wins, 0 losses. LeBron 4 finals, 6 losses. I mean, I grew up with Jordan, right? In the 90s, I was a little kid. I remember. Oh, wait, hold on. As Lamine Yamal right now is driving the ball. Oh, and Lamine Yamal gets the ball taken away from him by Elias Moriba. So never mind. I thought we had an attack cooking, but. Oh, Marcus Rashford wins the ball back. Marcus Rashford to Fermin. Fermin gets rid of one player. Gives it to Lamine. Lamine back to the middle to Olmo. And now the attack kind of lost its surprise because now Celta are all back in the position. And this is what I mean, right? It's like we need to be more quick with our attacks and counterattacks. It's like we always slow down. It's like we catch Celta, kind of advance, we start attacking, and then we slow down, we hit the brakes, and then Celta gets back into position, and it's like you lost the whole surprise element. As opposed to Celta, when they switch to attack and they catch us in a bad position, they're just going fast, quick passes, runs, whatever they need to do. But Barca always hits the brakes, and then you lose all the surprise element. Not the gamer says, I don't know anything about tennis, but in football, the worst is most definitely Rashford. There you go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Everybody say how Rashford is terrible. It's been working. Every time we say something bad, he either provides an assist or does something. So everybody keep going. And Nikita says Kobe. Interesting. I did see. Oh, hold on. Fermin Lopez on edge of the box to Olmo. Olmo back to Fermin. They tried to 1-2, but it didn't work. And then Celta cleared the ball, and now it's going to be a throw-in for Barcelona. That's Barcelona in French. Oui, oui, monsieur. All right, we got a throw-in.
Good possession at the start of this second half.
Now Ronald Araujo driving the ball, passes it to Eric. Eric to Fermin. Fermin makes a run. Fermin has the ball. He has 4 guys on him. Passes it back to Eric. Eric to Lamine on the right. Lamine to Fermin. Fermin to Eric. Eric to Frankie. Come on, we need diagonal passes. Can't keep doing no side passes. All you're doing is just moving the Celta block from right to left, but you're not really opening any spaces. Danny to Eric. Eric to Lamine. Lamine should have ran behind the defenders, and Eric should have made a pass behind those defenders. That would have been a good play. As we see Frankie now on the edge of the box. Frankie to Lamine on the right. Lamine cuts in the middle. Lamine's looking for space. Lamine to Olmo. And Olmo gets the ball taken away from him by Elias Moriba. And Lamine Yamal wins it back. And they say it's a foul. Lamine has been very active in the press. Very, very active in the press. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. But Lamine has been active in the press. I like what I'm seeing from Lamine. His dribbles haven't been as good. He's been trying to dribbling. He looks a little bit scared to dribble. And it makes sense because with pubalgia, it really hurts when you try to explode or when you try to change directions. And that's exactly what you need to dribble, right? You have to either be able to explode, go from 0 to 100 really quickly, or hit the brakes really quickly, or obviously change directions. You're running forward, then you go to the right or to go to the left. And that's exactly what hurts to do with pubalgia. As Borjas Iglesias is caught offside. So it looks like Lamine is a little bit scared to try to dribble players, but he's been very active in the press. Let's see. King says, funny fact, we press him better. We are, but because we don't have a midfield right now, the team is very disjointed. Renato Gamer says, Celta sub Mingueza. Are they dumb? It could be that Mingueza maybe felt some discomfort or maybe some fatigue, and they're just trying to like protect him. That could be it. Olmo puts in a pass to Lamine on the right. Fermin was making the run, but we took too long. And now again, Celta back into position. We're just not fast enough on those counters. Let's see. Fermin to Olmo. Olmo to Fermin. Fermin. Let's see. All right. Come on, Barca. Barca. Let me get some mate. You guys know what mate is? It's this herbal tea. Well, it's not just Argentinian. They also drink it in Uruguay, Paraguay, or Brazil. It's really good. It's like a good alternative to coffee. Gives you energy, good energy, not like that jittery energy. And I like the taste. It's kind of like green tea.
Here it comes across to Eric Garcia at some point.
But it looks like this. I don't know if you see it. There we go. Looks like weed, but it's not. I'm not drinking weed water. That would be very weird. Oh, Lamine Yamal loses the ball. Ooh, Eric Garcia goes for the tackle. But it's in the ref rules that it's a foul. Yeah, Lamine's dribbles today is just not working. Oh, there was no contact actually. Eric Garcia goes for the tackle. It's a late tackle, so he doesn't get the ball, but he doesn't make any contact with the Celta defender. And I think that's why he was complaining, as Eric Garcia blocks a pass by Celta's left back by Carrera, and now it's a throw-in. Carrera throws it into Marcos Alonso.
Barcelona supporters inside the stadium making their voices known.
Man, my allergies acting up right now. The gamer says Rashford is so bad he can't afford a mate back. I like the efforts to try to get Rashford to do something. Oh, here we go. Counter-attack by Celta Vigo. They're on the right. Back pass. Careful. Barcelona are back into position, so that's good. Watch the left. Watch the left. Carrera's on the left. Marcos Alonso to Carrera on the left. Carrera to Alonso. And now Barcelona have forced Celta into their own half. Niketa says, I said clap it up and I am a girl. I just means round of applause though. Well, good thing that you clarified. Good thing that you clarified. Oh, all right. Celta try to catch us by surprise, put into a pass. Jugla put into a pass into the box, but Szczesny came out of his line and was able to get to the ball first. So Java the Hat says, did hear that right now are 1.3 billion in debt, but nobody is saying anything. Oh, Real Madrid. Oh, I don't know what Real Madrid debt is. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is and nobody's saying anything because, you know, there's a huge double standard in the media where if Madrid do the same exact thing as Barca get criticized for it, but Madrid is, like, not a peeping word. And that just goes to the control that Florentino Perez has in Spain. And that's what people don't understand, right? When they come with their dumb shit like, oh, this is Negreira's league and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you not know anything about Spain? Do you not know that Florentino is part of the ruling class in Spain? Not in football, in Spain. He's part of the elite. What he says goes in Spain because that's how powerful he is. Not in football, but in Spain as a country, in the political world of Spain. Florentino Perez. Oh, great skill by Rashford, man. He takes on a defender, but then he loses the ball as Celta Vigo are trying to mount an attack. Great job by Araujo, by the way,
Duran.
because Borja Iglesias was about... Oh, watch the pass. That's definitely an offside.
This time was keeping them onside.
Wow, the referee's not going to raise the flag? What the fuck?
Jutla hasn't quite got the pace. A couple of balls it could have been
So
played
Borja
to.
Iglesias was holding on to the ball. Juglao was making the run, and Araujo, thankfully, was paying attention and prevented that pass from happening, because if that pass happening, it would have been Ferran Juglao versus Szczesny one-on-one. And I'm pretty sure there was an offside that still has not been called.
Early second half storm from Barcelona. Manu Fernandez
Let's
looking
see.
wide for Rodriguez, the substitute.
I'm seeing better defending from Barca during the second half. The team seems a lot more organized in the back than the first half. So Flick must have said something during that halftime, like I pulled out the board and was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. And we do have a substitution. Who's coming out? Oh, someone for. It looks like Jugla's coming out. And Brian Zaragoza is coming in. Careful with Brian Zaragoza. This guy, every time he plays against us, he becomes Neymar 2.0. Neymar before the partying. So be careful. Not the gamer says. Rashford is so bad, Florentino Perez doesn't even have to tell him to play bad in Spain. He just does it on his own. Okay, so we have Brian Zaragoza on the field in the place of Jugla. Be careful. Zaragoza is always dangerous against us. We need another goal. We need another goal. I don't feel comfortable with this 3-2 lead. Not one bit.
A player who made a name for himself at Granada and then Osasuna on loan. And for those two clubs, when he has
We
faced
need
Barcelona,
another
3
goal.
goals in 2
We
matches.
need another goal. I'm very hungry, by the way. I haven't had food today. I woke up, took my dog out,
A permanent home.
then drank some creatine
Finley Vale pushing the
and
back
mate, went to the gym, worked out, came back,
of Marcus Rashford.
had this protein shake, which I won't show you the brand because otherwise I'll be freely sponsoring and, you know,
Finally made it to the bench.
if you guys want to sponsor me, I'll show the brand. Not you guys watchers, but the company. But I guess the company doesn't know who it is. Anyways,
There will be
and that's all I have in my stomach. Creatine,
Too
mate,
early for him to come on, 30 minutes
and some
remaining.
protein. I want to eat after this.
Senior citizens turn 38 years of age in August. Good start.
Java says, Rashford is so bad, my 97-year-old grandma plays better. Is your grandma really 97? Because if it is, that's pretty amazing. Oh, all right. Frankie de Jong wins the ball. As Celta Vigo were trying to mount a counterattack. And now Barcelona took forever, so Celta are back in position. It's like the same story, but Barcelona looking more organized so far. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Not a lot of chaos. As first half was very chaotic. First half was like a free-for-all type of shit. Everybody just do whatever you want, run in anywhere you want. And Mantamati says, does mate have caffeine? It doesn't have caffeine. It has, I don't know what it's called in English. In Spanish, it's mateína as opposed to cafeína. So I guess instead of caffeine, matine. I don't know if that's the right translation. But it's like caffeine, but different. But it gives you the same like energy boost. But it's not that jittery energy. It's just like you feel a little more awake, more alert. That's all. Oh, great win by Araujo. Araujo wins the ball from Borja Iglesias. Lamine Yamal now has it, gives it to Rashford. Rashford puts in a pass into the box, but the defenders get to it. And now they have, the referee has called a foul on Barcelona in favor of Celta. Araujo, man, he's having a good match today. And this Celta guy is acting like someone just chopped his foot off with a fucking axe. I want to see the replay because this guy is acting like someone just ran over his foot. Okay, yeah, Lewandowski steps on him, but I mean, come on, bro. Why are you acting like Lewandowski took out a machete and just completely chopped your foot off? And King City says Garcia at right back is him. I'm not taking away from what Eric is doing, but honestly, given how Kunde was, anybody at right back is him. But no, yeah, Eric is having a good match. Oh, Iago Aspas is warming up. Be careful.
Warm-up
Be careful. We need another goal. We need another goal. As Flick is talking to his players while they drink some water. I can't believe Barcelona have a sponsorship deal with Prime. Like the drink. Obviously, those bottles don't have actual Prime juice in them. It's just water. But because of sponsorship, the bottles say Prime. But like, horrible company to do a partnership with. I don't know if you know what's going on, but with Prime are pretty much failing left and right. Their product is not selling. They made all these promises about how it's gonna be better than Gatorade and blah 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 and hydration. Turns out it's all garbage. But yeah, terrible sponsorship deal. But I guess as long as they're paying our bills, pocket. Nice. Cubarsí wins the ball from Borja Iglesias, and now Szczesny gives it to Eric. Eric, great release to Lamine. Lamine to Frankie. Frankie. Oh. Frankie gets held by Borjas. Okay, how that better be a yellow, right?
I'm not quite sure what is.
How is this not a booking? Borjas Iglesias was literally holding on to the waist of Frankie.
Maybe to get away with it.
How is this not a booking? Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Borjas Iglesias is holding on to Frankie's waist for like 5 seconds. If Frankie can't even run, he's just like... And not a booking? I mean, I don't know what's happening. How is that not a booking? But anyways, Barcelona lose the ball, concede a throw in. Flick is pissed. Because, yeah, you're giving away a ball in our own third, stupidly. So now it's a throw in for Celta. And not the gamer says, if Rashford released an energy drink, he would be worse than Prime. Costa says, I mean, the UFC is also sponsored by Prime. True. I mean, these sponsorship deals were signed when Prime was in its infancy, where everybody thought it was going to be the big thing, and now it's like complete failure. So I guess you're stuck with the contract until it expires. But hopefully when it expires, we can get a better sponsorship deal because, yeah, Prime is trash.
Yeah, 5 first-half goals in this game.
Costa says, by the way, Messi's Mas Plus is great. Same ingredients as Liquid IV. You know what? I've never had it. I've never had it. I like Body Armor. So Body Armor, if you want to sponsor me, I will more than happily, what's it called, advertise your product because I do like your product. It tastes amazing. But I also drink Gatorade. But overall, I just buy like powdered. Oh, Elias Boriba fighting with Frankie. I buy powdered electrolytes and I just mix it in my water. That's what I usually do. But if I'm out and about and I need to buy something, I usually opt for a Body Armor or Gatorade if Body Armor is not available. But I've never had the Messi Mas Plus. And Niketa says, I love Powerade. For some reason, I never got into Powerade. I don't like their flavors. I don't know. I much prefer Gatorade over Powerade, and then, you know, Body Armor over the two. Oh my God, my allergies are kicking my ass. Like, the top of my mouth itches so bad. And Java says, where did you learn Spanish? My mama. My mama is Peruvian. So since I was a little kid, she only spoke to me in Spanish. She always prohibited me from speaking to her in any other language, even though she speaks 4 languages. But if I would speak to her in Arabic or in English, she'll be like, I don't understand what you're saying to me. You either speak to me in Spanish or don't speak to me at all. Even though she did understand what I was saying because she speaks 4 languages. And I used to get mad, right? Like, nah, mom, like, come on, you know what I'm saying. But now, as that I'm older, I'm like, thank God she did that. As we see, Lamine had a really good run, cut into the box, but tried to get a shot out, but the shot was blocked. But Barcelona still have the ball. And now Alejandro Balde has the ball. Let's see. Costa says, now Body Armor has a lot of sugar. Messi's drink is all natural. Coloring is natural. And the sweetener is monk fruit, I think. All right. I'll look into it. I don't know what's in body armor, honestly. I just drink it because I like the taste. But for all I know, oh, great pass by. Oh, great pass from Frankie to Olmo, but they lose the ball. Barcelona get the ball back. Eddie Garcia to Lamine on the right. Lamine to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong, great pass to Lewy. Lewy brings it down with the chest, tries to turn around to get the kick out, but it is blocked, and now it's a corner kick for Barcelona. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Barcelona in the second half. They're a lot more... Now, they started out with good organization in the back, defending, and now they've regained control of the match, and now their attacks are looking more organized, but we need to capitalize on this quick. Like, all these chances we're creating, we need to capitalize, and we need to make it 2-4 because 2-3 lead is not enough against Celta Vigo, especially since Iago Aspas is getting ready to come in. Dani Olmo heads it. It's out, and it's going to be... Wait, is it going to be corner kick? Okay, it's going to be a corner kick. It looks like the header was deflected by someone. Let's see. Costa says Messi. No, you are watching Send a Paycheck. Yeah, I mean, hell, if he sends me a paycheck, I will be here every day with my bottle of Mas Plus and be like, delicious. Look, guys, buy this. It's so amazing. Best drink ever. All right, let's see. We have a corner kick. Rashford's gonna take the corner. Come on, Rashi. Rashford puts in the ball in the box. It crosses the whole box. Olmo has it on the edge. Olmo gets the shot out, but it is blocked. Olmo still has the ball. Olmo to Frankie. I always confuse Frankie and Olmo when they have the shot really far away because, you know, the two of them are blonde, but they're about the same height. So I'm always like... But I recognize now... The difference now, Olmo has a bandage on his hand. Also, Frankie runs differently. But a lot of times I do confuse them. Let's see. Niketa says, as a principal, I'm constantly moving. It is the most common energy drink where I work. Gotcha. Yeah, it's very important to stay hydrated, people. Java says it's all about the Red Bull. I don't like energy drinks. I mean, I'll have Red Bull very rarely, but only if it's like an emergency situation type thing. Like I have to drive for 4 or 5 hours and I'm a little tired, I'll drink one. Or if I'm going out to party and I'm exhausted, I'll have one. I'll mix it with vodka, of course, but I very rarely drink energy drinks. It's not my thing. They taste weird. Plus, they're horrible for you. So I drink it very rarely. Because it says, damn, we need a Lewa hat trick. He cooking it. Yeah, we need a hat trick. We need another goal, period. I don't care who scores it. I don't care if Szczesny scores it, but we need another goal. A 2-3 lead is not enough. We need another one, especially as Iago Aspas is getting ready to come in. Come on, Barca. Give me a goal. I need a goal. 37% possession for Celta. And then, oh, we have a substitution. Looks like Aspas is coming in. Yep, Aspas is coming in. He's coming in in the place of Borja Iglesias. They're two greatest players, and they're both like 1,000,000 years old.
Iago Aspas, a club legend.
Iago Aspas is on the field. How old is Aspas? Let me see. Iago Aspas is 38. Mamma mia. He's even older than Lewy.
Iglesias took his goal well, didn't he? I thought for much of the game he led the line really well. His hold-up play was good.
Iago Aspas is a great example of why just being talented is not enough. You also have to be able to maintain your performances. Because Aspas is an incredibly talented player, but he's not a player that can, like, he'll give you great matches, but not that many, right? Like maybe 5 out of 10 matches will be absolutely great, or maybe 6 out of 10, and that's not enough to be in a top club, you know? To be a top club, you have to be able to, I don't know, 8 out of 10 great matches, right? So, oh, Lamine Yamal, great pass to Olmo. Olmo tried the 1-2 back to Lamine, but the pass get intercepted. I don't know if that was the place to do a 1-2 because there were so many Celta Vigo legs. Ooh, great pass by Frankie to Olmo.
Almost willing them to foul him.
We're being good in the attack, but we need another goal. We need another goal. Come on, guys. We need another goal. Oh, Lamine Yamal gets taken down, and it's going to be a foul. And
A lot of discipline from
Carrera committing the foul on Lamine Yamal. And Lamine Yamal going down to the ground thinking, damn, I need more hookers in my life. Just kidding. That's horrible. Lamine Yamal to Dani Olmo. Let's see. Barcelona moving the ball quickly. I like it. I like it. But we need more forward passes. Alejandro Balde fighting with Elias. Elias has been very active, by the way. You see him on the right, on the left, in the middle. He's marking everybody. Rashford on the edge of the box. Rashford's looking for the shot. Rashford takes the shot, but the shot gets deflected, and it's going to be another corner kick. I think that's 5 corner kicks for Barca and 0 for Celta.
He actually kicked it into the ground, came off the centre back.
Not the gamer says Rashford is so bad he thought that when Iago was coming on, he was coming on for him. Can you imagine? He starts running towards the sideline, and he's like, wait, I thought we're switching. All right, here we go. Rashford's going to take the corner kick. Come on, Rashi. Oh, goal! Robert Lewandowski, ladies and gentlemen, gets his hat trick. Corner kick by Marcus Rashford. Lewandowski with the header gets Barcelona's 4th goal. As I was saying, we need a 4th goal because a 2-3 is not enough lead, especially with Iago Aspas on the field. And Robert Lewandowski delivers a hat trick to put Barcelona up. Celta Vigo 2, Barcelona 4. Let's fucking go! Let's go! Great header by Lewandowski. My goodness. He just gives it a little brush to change the direction of the ball. Nothing that the goalkeeper can do. Robert Lewandowski. I never, ever want to see Ferran fucking Torres started in the place of Robert Lewandowski unless Lewandowski is like injured or suspended, because first start in a very long time. Can't remember the last time Lewy started this season, and then already a hat trick. Pure class. Pure class. All right, come on. Let's go for another one. Oh, great win by Lamine Yamal. Lamine to Lewy. Lewy gets the ball, take it away. Lands to Olmo. Olmo takes a shot, but it's blocked. Olmo is on the ground. They're asking for a foul, but I don't know if it was a foul. And then Frankie de Jong takes down, was it Aspas? Aspas is always crying. That's the only thing I hate about him. He's a great club legend for Celta. He always causes a lot of damage. But every time he plays, man, he's always fucking crying. Like, oh, man. I don't think that was a... No, that wasn't a foul. It's just Olmo kicks the ball and then ends up tripping over the Celta Vigo defender. But definitely a painful one because his leg was extended, so he can't absorb the hit that well. As now Celta are attacking. A little bit of ball ping-ponging in Barca's third. Barcelona are doing a good job of keeping the pressure on Celta. Costa says, Ferran to Saudi. Pay up, Habibis. Yes, please. Please, please, please. Take him. Take him. Take him. Take him. Not the gamer says Rashford is bad. He walks on the side of the road when someone tells him to drive on the local McDonald's. Dude, this is working. Not the gamer. This is definitely working. So keep it up. Keep it up, because Rashford has now put on 2 assists, almost 3. So let's keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Rashford sucks. Keep it up. Rashford sucks. How fun is that horn? Well, for me, you guys are probably like... Oh, Fermin Lopez now with the counter-attack. Faster, faster. Fermin Lopez puts in a pass for Lewy! And the Celta Vigo goalkeeper gets... barely gets a touch on it. But the great counterattack from Fermin. Great cross into the box to Lewy, but the Celta Vigo goalkeeper was paying attention and barely puts a touch on it, because if that would have landed to Lewy, that would have been Lewy's 4th goal. Is it a poker? Is it called a poker when you do 4 goals? Or is poker a 5? No, poker is 4, right? I don't know. Who gives a shit? Lewy could have scored his 4th goal.
Celta Vigo struggled in this second half to actually.
And then Celta are bringing in 2 more substitutions. By the way, great tactical change by Flick. I don't know what he told the players, but Barca looking much more organized during the second half, and as a result, Celta has just not been able to do anything. As opposed to the first half, where first half it looked like Celta might score 5 goals on us. But the second half, Flick was able to put order during the halftime, and this has been just Barca's half pretty much. Barca have dominated the match, or the second half, I should say. And Celta pretty much have just been diluted completely. So good job by Flick. Same way we criticize him, we should also give him credit when he does things right, because he definitely knew how to restructure the team and put in some order on the field without even doing substitutions. So that means that was all tactical, because we haven't had a single substitution, right? Right? Yeah, I haven't seen any substitutions. Oh. Come on. How is this a foul? Yellow card for Frankie de Jong, who's also had a much better second half than the first one. We got to give him credit. We criticized him during the first half. We said Frankie was being horrible. He caused the second goal, for Celta. Second half, much better for Frankie. Much better for Frankie. Good job, Frankie. You gotta give credit when credit is due. Yay. Iago Aspas is gonna take the free kick. Man, it's still raining. It's been raining the whole match. Nice. Ronald Araujo with the header. I've liked Ronald Araujo's match. Ronald Araujo has had a good match. I like what I saw. Here we go. Eric Garcia on a counterattack. Ooh, loses the ball with a tackle. Now it's Celta Vigo on a counterattack. Be careful. But Fermin Lopez is there to make sure Zaragoza doesn't go too crazy. Oh, good job by Ronald Araujo. Celta Vigo with the 1-2. Iago Aspas was making the run, but Araujo was there to intercept that pass. And now it's a throw-in for Celta Vigo. Carrera throws it in. All right, everybody pay attention. Everybody focus. We cannot concede a goal here. Oh, good job by Araujo again. It was a pass into the box. Araujo intercepts it with his head. Let's see. Nice. All right, cross by Celta. Celta on the left. Celta in the box. But Fermin is there to cover, and so is Eric Garcia. And then the ball goes out. It's going to be a corner kick for Celta. The first corner kick for Celta, by the way. It's been, I think, 5 or 6 corner kicks for Barca and 0 for Celta. This is their first one. Brian Zaragoza is going to take it. Short pass. Brian has it. Puts in a cross into the box. It is headed out by Lewy. Lewy, bro. Lewy said, I can head on one side. I can head on the other side. I can head and score. I can head and defend. Lewy. Robert Levin. Wait. I got to say it like this.
Robert Lewandowski.
I love that filter. Let's see. Kerry says, hi, Mo. This is my first watch along. Been paying attention to the games this season. Many may not agree, but I think Yamal has been found out and doesn't seem to have another gear to switch. Absolutely not. The reason why Lamine Yamal has been struggling is because of his injury. He has pubalgia. And what pubalgia does is prevents you from being able to accelerate and brake really fast. It also prevents you from switching directions really fast. And guess what? To dribble, that's exactly what you need. You have to be able to accelerate and then brake and accelerate and brake, or switch direction. You know, you're running forward, then you move to the right, then to the left. And if that's what's preventing you from doing, then obviously you're gonna struggle dribbling. But I disagree with that assessment. We saw what he did against Olympiacos. He single-handedly got us that draw. And then today, even though his dribbles have not been working too well because it looks like that pain might have resurfaced, he's been very active in the press. He's won so many balls, and he scored a goal. So I disagree with that assessment. This whole thing, I don't know why people insist on like, oh, found out and found out. Like, what does that even mean? Like with the highline, oh, people have found out how the highline. I'm like, highline has existed for decades. Like, do you guys think the highline was invented last season and people were like, oh, what's a highline? I haven't ever heard of it. I don't know what to do. The highline has always been around. Like, there's nothing to find out. It either works or it doesn't. If you execute it correctly, it works. If it doesn't, if you don't execute it correctly, it doesn't work. So same thing with dribbling. There's nothing to find out. It's in the moment. You know, you fake left, and if the defender goes left, then you go right. You fake right, and if the defender goes right, then you go left. It's nothing to find out. Like, I don't know why people insist on the whole found out this and found out that. Nerve says Mo sounds like Jabba the Hutt. And Java says it does sound like me. So we have confirmation. It is like Java. Mathemati says, Mo, how tall are you? It's a weird question. I'm 5'10". I don't know. I think in centimeters it's 178 or 179. Something like that. Jabba the Hutt says, how much is your rent in New York? I don't rent anymore, thankfully. I was able during the pandemic to purchase an apartment. I saved many years for it, and now I no longer pay rent. So I'm lucky and blessed in that way. During pandemic, prices of real estate was dropped a lot. So was the interest rate. So thankfully, I was able to purchase my place. Not the gamer says Rashford is so bad he also just found out how the highline works. Or maybe he's so bad he doesn't know what a highline even is. And we're seeing the first substitutions for Barcelona coming in at the 83rd minute. It looks so... Oh. Lamine lost the ball. Celta on a counter-attack. Careful. Iago Aspas with the ball. Nice back pass, and Olmo was there to intercept the pass. Great job, Barca. Great job, Barca. Let's do some applause. Yay. All right, now we have Barcelona trying to build. Lamine is all the way in the back line. Frankie de Jong gets taken down, and the ref is screaming at him to get up. It's like, bro, what do you have against Frankie? Do you hate Dutch people? Do you hate windmills? Do you hate tulips? What is happening? But anyways.
Just lost their creativity
Oh. Ilaix Moriba wins the ball. Let's see. Alonso to Correia. Correia puts in the pass to their left back, but misunderstood to Zaragoza, to their left winger. But Zaragoza didn't read the play, so the ball ends up going out. Celta have lost the ball. And we do have two substitutions. We have Gerard Martin and Andreas Christensen. Let's see. So I'm guessing, obviously, Balde is going to come out. And who else? Olmo. Okay, so Olmo's coming out. My guess is Christensen's going to be in his place, obviously, as a defensive mid to get us a little bit more defense in the midfield so we can hold on these last minutes to the lead. And then the same with Balde. You know, Balde is a lot more offensive, but, you know, not so much defensive. So switching out Balde, who's more of an offensive profile, in the place of, and putting Gerard Martin, who's more defensive, and taking out Olmo in the midfield, who is also more offensive, and putting in Christensen that can play as a defensive midfielder. So Hansi Flick making these two defensive substitutions so we can hold on to this lead since we have 4 minutes left and we are up by 2. But of course, the best defense is offense. We should still try to attack, but we don't have to risk it as much. Oh, Gerard Martin, bro, come on. Gerard tried to intercept the pass, but the ball went from under his leg. Nice. Rashford tracking back to press. Let's go. Let's see. Ooh. Niketa says, so hat-trick of assists for Rashford and hat-trick of goals for Lewa. This is actually crazy what the team can build on that. I don't know if it's a hat-trick of assists for Rashford. Because during Barca's third goal, even though it's Rashford that puts in a cross, it gets deflected by Elias Moriba and it ends up landing to Lamine. So I don't know if that counts as an assist since it was deflected by Elias. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, but I'm not 100% sure. Marcus Rashford gets subbed out, but on his way out, he gets a yellow card. Was he delaying? I'm confused on why Rashford was shown a yellow card. I mean, I see him walking. It's not like he's tying his shoes and stretching and scratching his butt. It looks like Rashford's upset. So Rashford out, Ferran Torres in his place. The shark, is on the field in the place of Rashford. Ooh, great win by Fermin Lopez. Lamine Yamal has it one-on-one versus the goalkeeper. And Lamine hits the post, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lewy's going to get a yellow card for that tackle. Yep, Lewy gets a... Oh my God, what a chance. Fermin Lopez with the press, winning the ball in Celta Vigo's half. He falls, but there's Lamine Yamal to get the ball. Lamine drives the ball all the way to Celta's goal. Takes a shot that goes past the goalkeeper, but he hits the post. And Lewy, who tries to win the rebound, goes for the slide, for the tackle, ends up fouling Elias Moriba, and then he gets a yellow card. There are a lot of yellow cards, man. Rashford, Lewy, Frankie, Pau Cubarsí. Lots of yellow cards, but man, that was our chance to end this match 2-5. This ref is pissed, man. Well, what's his problem? And Java says we can't use the Rashford. We should start talking trash about Ferran. I mean, it's worth trying, right? It worked with Rashford. He wasn't doing anything. We start talking trash. He starts putting out assists. Maybe we should start talking trash about Ferran, and hopefully maybe he'll score the 5th goal or something. So everybody start dropping comments about how terrible Ferran Torres is. Mantamanti says Ferran is the only shark that can't swim. Well, maybe he can swim, but you know, on the pitch, there's no water, right? So he's like a shark out of the water. Oh, Christensen is bleeding. My man Christensen just came back from injury and he's already bleeding. That poor guy. I guess he got hit in the mouth, or was it nose? I couldn't see. I just saw some blood on his face, but I couldn't see if it's coming out of his mouth or his nose.
Whether it's his mouth or his nose.
Or if it's both.
It
says shark, more like goldfish. So the referee gave out a yellow too for Celta. But all right, we got a free kick. Araujo to Eric. Eric with the long pass. Fermin Lopez with the chest control. Oh, there's a little bit of ping pong of the ball, but now Celta have won it. Elias Moriba puts in a long pass, but Gerard Maldini is there to intercept that pass. And now it's going to be a throw-in for Barcelona. As we have approached the 90th minute, the referee has added 6 more minutes, and we see Christensen is back on the field. It looks like Christensen was bleeding out of his mouth. I couldn't see if it was nose or mouth, but it's definitely mouth because he just ran back in and he's biting on like some gauze.
6 minutes remaining. Stick with us at the end of the game for the inquest.
Nashad says, did you see any differences? Sinokunde? Yeah, big time. But yeah, Not the Gamer says Ferran is so bad. As soon as he came on, his other teammates could feel his presence. Christensen bleeding. Yeah, Christensen took a hit to the mouth to avoid playing with Ferran. He was like, all right. Man, Frankie and the ref have been fighting the whole second half. Bow, bow.
When they beat Real Madrid, this was Liverpool returning to their great form, only to be humbled by Man City.
Eight.
Vigo, Barcelona will take their total to 28.
Oh wait, it's not what I was trying to do. All right, come on. We got 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes left.
Exceptional performance, hasn't it, from Frankie de Jong?
Lucius says Frankie's been getting fouled left and right. I'd argue with the ref all game too. Yeah, no. I mean, he's not arguing because he's a crybaby. He really has been getting fouled left and right. Like he's definitely 100% right for arguing. So the hat says, how long does Ferrari have a contract for? Ferran? 2027, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check, but I think Ferran Torres is until 2027. Oh, good job, Gerard Maldini with the coverage. And passes it, wins the ball, passes it to Szczesny. Szczesny with the long pass. Oh, what was that? Did y'all just see that crash between Eric Garcia and Zaragoza? That shit was hilarious. Oh, Ferran Torres has the ball. Ferran Torres in the box. Ferran Torres tries to put in a cross for Lewandowski, but the pass was too long. Yes, Ferran Torres has a contract until June 2027. Haba says, finally, a good game before the international break. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, the first half was very messy, was very chaotic. Very disorganized, but Flick did some good tactical changes during the halftime, and then the team looked much better. The second half, Barcelona were much better than the first half, and that's why Celta haven't really done anything. I don't think they've had a single chance during the entire second half, as opposed to the first half where Celta looked like they were gonna just score 5 goals on us.
De Jong was the player that committed the foul. Yeah. And De Jong is the player that had a yellow card a little bit earlier on.
Let's see.
Lewandowski brilliantly backs into his man.
Oh, Lewy put a pass for Frankie, but Frankie didn't understand. What? De Jong get a second yellow, and it's a red card for Frankie de Jong. What the F? Frankie and the ref had been fighting the whole match. Seriously? He got a yellow for that? How is that a second yellow? Him and Aspas were fighting over the ball. Frankie steps on the foot of Iago Aspas by accident as the two of them are fighting for the ball. And he gives him a second yellow. How is that a second yellow? Absolutely bullshit call by the referee, who's been arguing with Frankie the whole match. And I guess when he saw the opportunity to get his payback, he did. And he gave Frankie de Jong a second yellow. How is that a second yellow? I don't know. But that's not good, because that means Frankie will not be present in the match against Athletic Club de Bilbao. And with Pedri injured, and let's hope Casado's injury is not that bad. We'll see what happens. Oh, beautiful pass by Lamine Yamal, and the ref fucking rules it's an offside. It's a foul. Yo, they were fighting shoulder to shoulder. Celta Vigo player goes down. How is that a foul on Ferran? Tell him to drink more protein. Man, that was bullshit call by the ref. Bullshit call. Anyways, Brian Zaragoza has it on the right. He's trying to take on Lamine, but Lamine Yamal wins the ball. Lamine to Fermin. Fermin back to Eric. Eric tries to get a pass out, but it gets blocked. And now Carrera has the ball, but Eric wins it back and then tries to get the pass out. And it bounces off Brian Zaragoza and goes out. Eric Garcia, man, doing more than in one match than Koundé has done the entire season on that right back position. And we have another substitution. Who's coming in? Rooney Bardagji? I don't know, because they're showing Lamine, but I don't know, Bernal is coming in. I mean, the match is over. I guess Bernal will come in to switch shirts. Yeah, Lamine is coming out. Marc Bernal is coming in.
Quite sure why. Maybe just a Bit of a protection.
Man,
We're past the
this is
added
crazy,
time
yo.
mark.
I can't believe Frankie got a red
Very
card.
much protection
Let's
he's
hope
gonna get.
Pedri and Casado are back by
Too late
next
for,
match,
Mark Bernal, who might
which
be
is
called
on
into
November
action in the next
22nd,
game.
because
Injury to Casado and the suspension of De Jong.
that is crazy, bro.
Young talent, 18 years of age.
That was not a second yellow.
A year out after a horrible injury in the
Lucius
East of
says
last
maybe
season.
Bernal can start next game for Frankie. No, Bernal is in no position to start. Definitely not against Athletic Club de Bilbao. Not the gamer says Ferran is so bad he wouldn't play at Copenhagen over Bardakji. Let's see, as we see Celta Vigo try to attack. The ball goes out. It's going to be a goal kick. My guess is going to be the last thing. Yep, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, the match is officially over. Barcelona take home 3 very, very, very important points, because today Real Madrid dropped points against
Hat-trick.
Rayo Vallecano. So now Barcelona, with this victory, with these 3 points, they cut the distance between them and Real Madrid from 5 to 3 points. That's very, very important, because 3 points is just one match. Real Madrid have to lose just one match and then we're back on top, right? Or even El Clásico match, Barcelona win El Clásico and then we're tied on points. But very, very important victory for Barcelona. A hat-trick by Robert Lewandowski and a goal by Lamine Yamal to give Barcelona the win 4-2, which could have been more, by the way, because Lamine Yamal had 1v1 versus a goalkeeper and he hit the post. There was another one where Rashford hit the post. So we hit the post twice. So this could have been 2-6, but 2-4. Very important victory. 3 very important points. Overall, really bad first half for Barcelona. Very disjointed, very disorganized, absolute chaos. Our midfield was just non-existent. We had the Frankie de Jong, Dani Olmo pairing in the double pivot was just not working. It was supposed to be Frankie de Jong and Marc Casado. They announced it before the match, but it looks like Marc Casado felt some discomfort during training, during the warm-up, So last minute change, they put in Dani Olmo right next to Frankie de Jong. That did not work at all during the first half. Our midfield was pretty much non-existent. There was a huge disconnect and a huge gap between our front line and our back line. And as a result, that left our back line constantly scrambling, right? Because the midfield is supposed to act as a barrier to either stop the attack of the opposing team or at least delay it enough to where your backline can get into position and get organized. But with our midfield non-existent, every time we lost the ball and Celta Vigo would launch a counter-attack, our backline was left completely scrambling because there was no midfield to either stop the counter or at least delay the counter for our backline to get into position. As a result, we had no control of the first half. Yes, we scored 3 goals, but we had absolutely no control over the first half. Every time we scored a goal, Celta would respond with another goal. We went to the halftime up 2-3, and then Hansi Flick made some adjustments, some tactical adjustments, because there were no substitutions during the halftime. And thanks to Hansi Flick's tactical adjustments, the second half was much, much better. The team was organized in the back. The team was organized in the attack. Frankie de Jong started playing much better. And we had, as a result, we completely diluted Celta Vigo. And as a result, we were able to score another goal. And Celta Vigo didn't do anything. They didn't have a single chance or a single shot on goal the entire second half. And that's because Flick, with his tactical changes, was able to put order to the match, was able to restore the midfield. Much, much better second half by Barca, and a great, great result. Again, a hat trick by Robert Lewandowski. I never, ever, ever want to see Ferran Torres start over Lewandowski unless Lewy is injured or is suspended. But I never want to see that shit again, because having Lewy on the field makes things happen. He is absolutely pure class. If you put a ball to him in the box, you have a guaranteed goal, and that's exactly what happened. 2 passes to him in the box. Both of them turned into a goal. Of course, the first goal was by penalty kick. Rashford, really good assists, but I didn't see much from him. The first part of the first half, Rashford was non-existent. During the second part of the first half, He was trying a little bit more. He was trying to dribble defenders. He was trying to run into the back line. As a result, he got, some assists out. But then the second half, again, Rashford disappeared. So not very convinced with Rashford. Lamine Yamal, his dribbling was not working too well. I think the pubalgia maybe today might have resurfaced, or maybe not resurfaced. It doesn't really go away completely, but maybe today he was a little bit more aggravated because he wasn't trying to dribble too much. And when he did, it wasn't really working. But nonetheless, really good match by Lamine because he was very, very active in the press. I mean, he won so many balls in critical areas. So that's good. I like to see that because, hey, if you cannot dribble because your pubalgia is aching, then try to do something different to help the team. And he really helped us with the press. Plus, he scored the goal. Frankie de Jong, really bad first half. That second goal by Celta is 100% his fault, but he redeemed himself in the second half. Was very good in the defense. So was Olmo, by the way, who same thing. First half was non-existent. Second half was good in the defense. But Frankie de Jong, of course, receiving that second yellow. That by no way that was a second yellow. And that's a big problem because if Casado got injured during warm-up, if Pedri is injured, if Frankie is now suspended, who the hell is going to play in the midfield against Athletic Club de Bilbao? Now, we do have the FIFA international break. So hopefully by then Pedri is back. Hopefully by then Casado is back. Because otherwise, we're going to be in trouble as far as the midfield. But either way, great match by Eddie Garcia. By the way, Eddie Garcia on the right back did more in this single match than Koundé did the whole entire season. And then get good substitutions by Flick towards the end, putting in more defensive profiles like Christensen and Gerard Maldini to kind of hold on to the 2-4 lead, which worked. So good match, good second half, I should say, not good match. Good second half by Barca. Great result, 3 points. Very difficult match against a difficult opponent in a difficult stadium, but nonetheless, thanks to Flick's tactical changes in the second half, Barcelona absolutely dominated that second half. And as a result, we take this home 3 very, very important points because today Real Madrid dropped points against Rayo Vallecano. So with this victory, we cut the distance between us and Real Madrid from 5 to 3 points. And that is very, very good news, as now we're going to be heading into the third, yes, you heard that right, the third FIFA international break. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's do a few more comments, and then, of course, we'll do the post-match live analysis after this. As PWC Gaming says, Eddie Garcia take about 100%, broken nose, that awful mask on the face, and still performed better than Koundé has performed the entire season. Boca says, Mo, any gaming content coming to the channel? Gaming? I mean, it's not a gaming channel. So no. But I do game. I haven't gamed in a very long time, but I do game. But no gaming because, it's not really a gaming channel. Chris says, for me, that was Araujo best game under Flick. Showed some decent captain mentality. Yes. I forgot to mention him. But really good match by Araujo. I was happy with what I saw. And Tohiro says, Rashford might be exhausted. He didn't miss a lot of game time last season. Well, he must be exhausted since he arrived because I still haven't seen, this whole revindicated Rashford. Lucius says, calm down, bro. Mighty Bilbao will be Taiwan's cooked. What? Will be Taiwan's cooked? Oh, we'll be the ones cooked. Okay. I see what you mean. Kay says, they double marked Lamine throughout the match. Sometimes they were triple marking him. But nonetheless, really good pressing by Lamine. Won so many balls in critical areas. And Bahaba says, we said that for Sevilla. What did we say for Sevilla? Normal Time says, no Pedri, no Frankie against Bilbao. We are cooked. Pedri might be back by then, hopefully. And we need Casado back. But yeah, it's not looking good. Anyways, that is all. Thank you so much for tuning in into the watch along. It's always an absolute pleasure to watch matches with you guys. I will be doing the post-match live analysis in a little bit, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always,